Hey, I just kind of have a couple things going on in my mind right now. So I'm currently a senior in high school, and I'm just looking at college majors. Right now, I'm looking into different schools. Um, I'd prefer to stay closer to home if at all possible, but of course, I'm keeping my options open. I don't want to like limit myself in that area. But the biggest thing that's kind of like a detriment to me right now is I really feel like I am being pushed in a certain direction by my parents mostly, but also other relatives. So a lot of my relatives are in like just the business field. A lot of them studied business or something along those lines, economics, something like that. Both of my parents studied business. My grandfather, before he retired, he was, a really big businessman. And, that's been awesome. Like all of my family members have been able to talk to me and, kind of mentor me, and they've hooked me up with internships, and they've given me like a lot to work with, and I'm very appreciative because I know that that isn't something that's necessarily easy to do, and that they're even thinking about me to help me possibly. But I'm starting to realize, halfway through my senior year, that I don't think I want to do business, and I think I'm starting to realize that it was more I thought I wanted to do it because they were telling me that I wanted to do it, and it was like, it's easy because that's what they know. You know what I mean? It's easy for my dad to be like, well, my dad did business and I am currently doing business, so I know so much about it. I would love to give you that information so you could continue to do it. But I'm realizing that that's just not something I want to do. I am not 100% sure what I want to do. It's just I really don't want to make a decision based off of other people's thoughts and other people's opinions that is going to affect me for the rest of my life. It's not my dad's decision, it's not my grandfather's decision, it's me. This is something that I'm going to have to work with for the rest of my life, and I'm just really nervous, especially if I were to make the incorrect decision. I have no issue going into college undecided. That's what I'm leaning towards right now. It's just I feel like if I were to share that certain people would start to think like I either have no clue what I want to do, or that I'm just wasting my time almost in a way, because for as long as I can remember, it's been like I've been pushed in this direction. So I don't want to now all of a sudden, right before it's time to make that decision, drop a bomb and be like, "Hey, I really don't want to do this," because I really don't want them to feel like they wasted their time or anything like that. I have an older sister. She pretty much did the same things that I did. Got a bunch of internships. Always talked to my family members, and she went into business. So I think they see her and they're thinking like, okay, it worked once, it's gonna work again. But that's just like in my heart of hearts, I really don't want to go down that route. So it's not even that I'm nervous about figuring it out, because I have no issue figuring it out. I understand that it's a big decision, it's a big choice that I have to make. So I don't mind going in undecided. Maybe I see a class that I like, or maybe I do some other internships, maybe I figure something out. And I also don't mind changing my major down the road if the first choice didn't work out. But I think the biggest thing for me is I'm scared of disappointing my family. I feel like that is the biggest pressure. And I know that college, making that decision is a big decision, and that is added pressure for sure. But the biggest thing in my mind is I really don't want to, quote unquote, let them down. Because, like I said, for as long as I can remember, they saw me going down this path, and, we're like getting very close to not the finish line, but we're getting very far along in this journey. And I'm starting to think like, okay, I want to scratch all this. I want to go in a different direction.